Next question. So this question was part of the SBI PO mock exams that were provided. Yes, so all of you are giving me the answer as option C for this one. So what is it to be done here? Which of the following pair of symbols should replace the question marks in the given expression in order to make the expression K less than D and V less than or equal to D? Definitely. V less than or equal to E? Definitely true. So see, the best way to do is to try it out with options. So when you actually put in the options, what should you get? You should get K is less than D and V is less than or equal to E. This is what you should get. Now let us look at the first option. What does the first option say? It says that in the first question mark you have to put less than symbol, and in the second question mark you have to put less than or equal to symbol. So what do you get? See, even you can just check for the relationship between K and D, right? Once you get that, then you check for V, right? You need not check for the full expression and find out both these. If it doesn't satisfy any one also, you can eliminate that option, right? Because when you put in the symbols here, it should satisfy both of these expressions, right? Even if one is wrong, you can eliminate that option. Now if you take the first option, right, see, I'm just writing the terms from here to here, right? I'm just going to check the relationship between D and K. Now what do I get? I get D less than E greater than or equal to K. Now with this information, see, I know D is less than E, I know E is greater or equal to K, but using this I cannot say what is the relationship between K and D. So definitely this conclusion is going to be wrong. See, what I am trying to say is you needn't even put this less than or equal to symbol here and then try to check what is the relationship between V and D. Not required, because in this step itself, right, you are not able to find the relationship between D and K. So directly eliminate that option. Now look at the next option, right? If you are looking at the next option, again I'm going to put it here, D is equal to E greater than or equal to K. Again, by looking at this step itself, what can you say? See, I know D is equal to E, or I can say D is greater than or equal to K. But what should I get? I should get D is greater than K is what I want. Here what I am getting D is greater than or equal to K. So again, this is also not true, right? This is also not the correct symbol. Take that. Now third option. In the third option, if you see, you have D greater than E greater than or equal to K greater than or equal to N greater than or equal to V. So I am taking this like this because first condition is satisfied. I know for sure that D is greater than K, correct, or K is less than D, because D is greater than E and E is greater than or equal to K. So directly I can say that D is greater than K. So the first condition is satisfied. Now I have to find out the relationship between V and E. Again, if you see what do you have? You have E greater than or equal to K greater than or equal to N greater than or equal to V. Or directly I can say E is greater than or equal to V. Or if you write it the other way, you can say V is less than or equal to E. So it satisfies the second condition also. So the correct answer for this question is option C. So actually how you solve this question is by looking at the options that is given. Try to put in these options in the question and find the answer. Okay, the correct answer is option C.
Statements are R equal to S, which is not equal to T, which is equal to U. T is equal to U less than or equal to V, V less than W. Conclusions are R greater than T and U greater than S. Now, if you observe, first conclusion is between R and T, right? It says R greater than T. What will we know? R is equal to S, S is not equal to T. So basically R and S are equal, right? R and S are equal, but they are not equal to T. Not equal to T would mean what? It means R can be greater than T or R can be less than T. Both are possible. Yes or no? R can be greater than T or R can be less than T. R cannot be equal to T. That's for sure. R is not equal to T, but R can be greater or less. The conclusion says R greater than T. How do we decide that? Not possible. So it's not a definite conclusion. It is possible. R greater than T is possible. But is it definite? No. Because R can be less than T also. So conclusion number 1 does not follow. Look at conclusion number 2. Here it's between U and S. U and S. This part. Right? Now write that again. What do we have? S is not equal to T, but T is equal to U. So basically T and U both are equal. U is not equal to S. U is not equal to S. U is not equal to S. Again the similar argument. What does it mean? U is not equal to S means what? Or S is not equal to U means what? S can be greater than U or S can be less than U. S cannot be equal to U, but S can be greater than U or less than U. The statement, the conclusion says U is greater than S. How do we know U is greater than S definitely? No, U can be less than S also. U greater than S is possible, but is it definite? No, it's not definite. So U greater than S also is a wrong conclusion. So 1 does not follow and 2 does not follow. Right? Now you may say neither 1 nor 2 follows. Neither 1 nor 2 follows, right? That can be said because 1 does not follow, 2 does not follow, right? Neither 1 nor 2 follows. However, if you observe closely, this R greater than T and U greater than S makes a complementary pair. Now what do I mean by that? If you see, these are the two conclusions that we have: R less than T, R greater than T. I mean, we know R is less than or equal to, less than or greater than T, S is less than or greater than U. Observe, try and observe, very smart point here. We know that R is equal to S, so can I replace this R with S? Yes. So R greater than T can become S greater than T. We also know that T is equal to U, so can I replace this T with U? Yes. So actually R greater than T can be replaced as, this can also mean S greater than U, because I am replacing R with S. R is equal to S, I am replacing R with S, and I am replacing T with U. T is replaced with U. Now if you observe, conclusion 1 says S greater than U, conclusion 1 says S greater than U, conclusion 2 says S less than U, and that's what we know. S is either greater or less than U. Are you able to follow? Conclusion 1 says S is greater than U, conclusion 2 says U is greater than S, and that's what we actually know. Either S is greater than U or S is less than U. So a better answer than this would be either 1 or 2 follows. It's an either or case. We definitely know that S is not equal to U. S is not equal to U, but S can be greater than U or S can be less than U. So that is the reason your answer should be either 1 or 2 follows. Either 1 or 2 follows.
So what is given here? P is greater than M is greater than Q. Q is greater than Z greater than or equal to N. So the first conclusion says M is greater than or equal to Z. See, with the given statements, what can you say? If you combine the two given statements, you can say P is greater than M, greater than Q, greater than Z, greater than or equal to N. So very clearly I can say that M is greater than Z. So will this conclusion be true? This conclusion says M is greater than or equal to Z, which is not a possibility. So does not follow. Next one, N is less than P. Here if you see, P greater than M greater than Q, Z greater than or equal to N. So whatever be the case, definitely N, that is P, is going to be greater than N, because you can very clearly see that P is going to be the greatest in the group. So I can say P is definitely greater than N. That is true. So the second conclusion follows. See, if you combine the two statements and write, very clearly you can see that P is the greatest. Z can be equal to N, Z can be greater than N, that's fine. But P is definitely the greatest. So definitely I can say that P will be greater than N. So conclusion 2 is true, that is option B. Next one is on coded inequalities. What is given here? A is equal to B, B is greater than or equal to C, C is less than D, D is equal to E, and E is less than or equal to F. And you have to find out the relationship between F and B. See what is given here, I can say that B is greater than or equal to C. Then I know, if you look at the relationship between F and C, what is the relationship between F and C? I can say F is greater than or equal to E, E is equal to D, or I can say F is greater than or equal to D greater than C, or I can say F is greater than C. That I can find out. Then I also know that B is greater than or equal to C. So the only thing that I can conclude from the given statements is B is definitely greater than or equal to C and F is greater than C. But can I find out the relationship between B and F with the given information? I cannot. See, B can be greater than or equal to F, we don't know. So conclusion 1 definitely does not follow. Similarly, let us look at conclusion 2. What does the conclusion 2 say? See, B is greater than or equal to D. Again, they are finding out the relationship between B and D. So let us look at the given statements and see if we can find out the relationship between B and D using the given information. What is given here? See, it is given B is greater than or equal to C. Then they have given C is less than D, or D is greater than C. So what do we know? We know that B is greater than or equal to C and D is greater than C. Again, the relationship between these two, can we find out from the given information? We cannot. So this conclusion is also not true. So the correct answer here is both the conclusions are not true. That is neither 1 nor 2 is true. That is option D.